Kawasaki H2R versus Yamaha R1M. Who's the best? Bikers Express. The Kawasaki H2R and Yamaha R1M are some of the extremely fast racing bikes of the year 2023. They're both awesome. But which one of these is the true crown of the asphalt? Well, let's check them out. Welcome to our channel, Bikers Express. Today we'll compare the relative abilities of the Kawasaki H2R and the Yamaha R1M. In this video, we'll take a closer look and find that these bikes actually belong to entirely different categories. The sheer build, functionality, and design of the Kawasaki H2R are miles apart from how the Yamaha R1M works. While these differences are seen in both major and minor components, we've narrowed our discussion down to three categories. 1. Power and speed. 2. Handling and weight. 3. Hooks and whistles. To begin with, the Kawasaki H2R can be best described as the crown bike of your garage. It's a significant and bold monster of the meanest metal and carbon fitting that is loud and bound to attract the attention of any pedestrians you may encounter on your joyride. The vehicle is built with costly and rare components, making it even more precious to a bike lover. It's designed to be extremely eye-catching and be a showstopper. If you dare to take your date on it, she may be left staring at the H2R more than staring at you. Each side of the bike can cost up to $2,800 American dollars for refurbishing purposes. Yes, that is precisely how costly it is. Now, for the Yamaha R1M, the first thing that comes to your mind after riding it for a day or two is the sheer friendliness oozing out of it. It's described as a chill bike you probably want to take out on a date or while hanging around with friends. Its design makes it more user-friendly and feels less like riding an untamed monster into the common public. The H2R is best if you're attending a sports meet with some of the biggest and baddest bikes in the show. It's also well-suited if you're interested in ruling the night with your bike stunts and going on long highway races. But seriously, opt for the Yamaha if you're just looking for a light cruise into the moonlight. Believe me, and you won't regret your decision, the reason behind which we shall discuss in a moment. But before we go any further with our analysis, we'd like to ask you if you've enjoyed this video until now. And if you want to share your preference among the two bikes, just drop your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did that, then please press the bell icon to subscribe to our channel and keep getting updates on our new videos. Now, the primary constitutional difference between the Kawasaki H2R and the Yamaha R1M is the sheer power difference that separates the two. To begin with, the Kawasaki belongs to the H2R series, specifically designed to provide the maximum possible power in the least amount of time. It can ramp up to its massive 231 horsepower relatively quickly. This helps the vehicle accelerate from rest to 100 kilometers an hour in approximately 2.5 seconds. The Yamaha is much tamer and has less muscle than its Kawasaki counterpart. It produces a maximum of 197 horsepower, accelerating from rest to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.7 seconds. A superficial survey will tell anyone that the Yamaha is much weaker than the Kawasaki H2R. Its power building capacity is way behind its competitor, and in acceleration too, it lags significantly. The Yamaha R1M would be much easier for you to tame on the circuit than the Kawasaki H2R. It has a much weaker throttle system. If you last rode your H2R a few days ago and then restarted the bike, your shoulders would probably feel the brunt of it as the throttles are incredibly hard and jerk a lot as you ride. Also, due to the power overload, you wouldn't be able to ride the H2R in its first gear because, simply speaking, it's impossible to control it. You have to be super sensitive to maneuver the vehicle like that. Now, the maximum speed you can reach with the very sensitive handling of your H2R is around 331 kilometers an hour, which is about 30 kilometers an hour higher than your typical R1M. The second significant difference between the two bikes that will hit you the hardest is the massive weight difference. The Kawasaki H2R is heavier than the Yamaha R1M. The Kawasaki is designed as a monster of pure steel, and it comes with a muscular weight of its own. While this gives shape to the vehicle and an eye-catching look amongst the crowd, it can also be troublesome for some. If you're doing a gentle 50 on the bike, it'll take much more work to maneuver it in your desired direction. The weight of the unyielding throttles will make it hard to control your movements and prevent any sudden surprises. The Yamaha R1M weighs in around 200 kilograms. That's about 30 kilograms less than the Kawasaki H2R. This considerable weight difference will make it easier to guide your R1M into the narrowest alleys and amongst the thickest traffic. The movements are fluid and user-friendly. The H2R is also comparatively lower placed than its counterpart from Yamaha, making it hard to use on hilly terrain. This points to the limited flexibility of using an H2R instead of an R1M. But you know what? This limitation helps the H2R to shine and be the apple of the eye of the bikers. The H2R considers a perfectly smothered racetrack its domain, which is where it actually rocks. With its high acceleration, it's simply a gorgeous beauty of metal and high-end technology on wheels that blazes through the asphalt. Now, mind you, the Yamaha R1M is not precisely your slow granddad's bike either. Not that I'm calling your granddad slow, I just meant that your granddad's bike was probably slower. Anyway, it needs to have the style and the sheer elegance of an actual work of art racing bike. Now I believe it's time to go beyond the sheer strength and power of these bikes. Let's check out a few hooks and whistles that have become essential to many of these modern vehicles. The R1M is well furnished with some fantastic side features you'd want with your bike. It has wheel assistance, side assistance, and even GPS tracking systems if you get too carried away while on your road trip. You can connect it to your phone to get a better idea of the location of your bike while also getting regular feeds regarding the lap times and lean angles. All of this techie stuff is well supported by the advanced set of electronics available on the R1M. The H2R has very few of these rich features. The Kawasaki H2R is designed to be a powerful bike meant to surge ahead solely based on its raw strength. The weight-bearing system and the powerful engine and throttle system make it an absolute beast to conquer for any die-hard biking fan. The Yamaha R1M is a more beautiful creation with variously sneaky yet beautiful elements. While its speed is greatly compensated, you will enjoy simply looking at the aesthetic value of this vehicle, and riding it along with its set of hooks and whistles makes it a real joyful experience. The moves are smooth and elegant, while the design is techy and exciting. Even though you may want to gravitate towards the HR2, the R1M is a much better bike if you intend to use it for day-to-day purposes. The easier and deft handling of the latter bike makes it a much better choice. However, the reason why the H2R is so very famous is that its use is simply premium. You will not use it every day, but you'll feel like a real king when you do. And that concludes our video for today, my friends. Thanks for watching it, and if you enjoyed it, remember to press the like button so that we can bring you more exciting videos. Also, subscribe to our channel for updates and any new videos we post. Vroom vroom!